Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for Sports Choice Plus. I'll bring you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the Washington football team taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Before I get right into that, I'm going to make sure you go ahead and smash the subscribe button so you can get all the updates each and every time we have breakdowns here at Sports Choice Plus. Without further ado, let's get right into the game action. You're looking at the Washington football team and how they were able to pull out a win against the Bengals. The devastating injury to Joe Burrow. Right now, reports are saying he possibly has a torn ACL. Prayers going up to the big guy. You look at just how Washington's defense attacked Joe Burrow all weekend long. You're looking at the defensive line with Chase Young and company. They brought pressure. They brought blitzes. They brought angles that we have not seen them bring all year long. And the effort really made the difference on that side of the ball. You look at the other Dallas Cowboys. You look at their game against the Vikings, and they were able to not only come out with a lot more enthusiasm, they came out with a lot more energy. This is the first time I've seen, since Dak Prescott was injured, this offense and defense come out with this type of enthusiasm from start to finish. It's like they almost came out and they were a different team, if you will. You look at just the motivating factors they have to not only try to win games, they can still win the division, which is the NFC East that is terrible. All the teams in there are terrible. And you're looking at their opportunity to possibly make a playoff run. And, you know, in some weird, wacky, crazy kind of way, I think Dallas is still the best team left out of all these teams right now, because you look at their talent, they have the offensive talent, they have the defensive talent, they just have to put it together. When you see the high-priced guys on the defense, when you see the high-priced guys on the offense, they're paid like that because they're pretty good players in general. When you're looking at this NFC matchup, I don't think you're going to have a lot of surprises in these football games because the NFC East is just that terrible. I think with circumstances being perfect, let's just say, you know, Andy Dalton doesn't get hurt or anything like that, the Dallas Cowboys have a considerable advantage in this football game. And you're looking at Washington. Washington can generate some pass rush. They can play good defense when they want to, but the offense still stinks. When you look at the offense for the Washington football team, you have to ask yourself, are these top-tier wide receivers? Are these top-tier running backs? The answer is no to both of those. But, you know, they got pretty good young wide receivers. But when you look at Dallas, I think they're going to win the matchups when it comes down to the wide receivers. I like Mari Cooper. I like Ezekiel Elliott from the running back position. I like Lamb at the wide receiver position. I like every single position that the Cowboys have right now to possibly win this football game. When you look at the trenches, the key to this game is going to be that defensive line versus the offensive line. Can they keep the defensive line off their quarterback for 4 quarters enough to muster up, let's just say, 21 points? I don't think they're going to put up a lot of points, but 21 points. Can the Cowboys score 21 points with that offensive line? The answer is yes. I think that they're going to have to use a screen game. They're going to have to break down their game and simplify it. If the Washington team is going to be aggressive, you want to hurt them. You want to make sure they pay with their aggressiveness, and you want to also make sure you burn them deep occasionally. So I think that Dallas is going to get it together this week. They're going to come out and they're going to have a game plan fit to beat that aggressiveness of the Washington football team and Coach Rivera's aggressive defense. And I think it's going to be a pretty good game. But I have the Dallas Cowboys winning this football game. I do not see Ron Rivera beating the Cowboys this week. And I think that they're just going to start collecting a couple of wins as they play a couple of teams and eventually win the division that is the NFC East. So all you Cowboys fans, all you Washington football team fans, get your comments in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus for all the breakdowns and all the updates on videos. And definitely share these videos in your sports Facebook groups. Thank you so very much, and we'll see y'all next week on the predictions.